Good morning, Trapper Man. This is our 1941 Farmall A. Look at that, no smoke. 1941, and still runs like it should. And the Farmalls have some nice points. This heat's bad, I know. You guys will harass about it. But anyhow, this got a 5-foot mower deck on this one. The other Farmall there has a 6-foot mower deck. That's Farmall International. This is McCormick Farmall. When they made their switches, they made their turns, etc. You know, as littler companies ate up and merging with bigger companies. This baby, it mows well, it mows short. See, that's what I like about it. This is manual. This deck is manual on this. No hydraulic adjustment. On the hydraulics, they only go so low. They're difficult to adjust. But this one here has the manual lever right here. See, that raises and lowers the deck. These are cold divisions. They set to the right. Even my WD-45s do it. In the earlier models, they set the seat off to the right so you could see where you're going down the rows. And because of that, the clutch and both brakes are here on this side of the tractor. You know, in newer ones, a lot of times the clutch is on the left side, but being you're set over on these, they're not. So Sal, he's a good one to film some of these things. So we'll go over to this next tractor and get it going. This is the one that we just bought, and I just learned some things on adjusting the speed and the governor on this. And the governor on this, if you want to call it that, the throttle is up there with those 3 levers right up there, and it only would go so far. I watched a guy's video that has these, and he said, back this screw off just about a turn, that's it. And I did that, and it definitely raised the RPMs up. This is before they had the spin-on filters. There's actually a canister filter in there for the oil. And this I thought was originally yellow, because they did make industrials that were yellow, and the industrials had this square tube or square front axle, whereas the non-industrials had a thinner round axle. But they also used a yellow primer, which kind of can make it confusing. You know, you have to add all these factors in to determine what it is. I believe this is about a 1960. They were constantly making new adjustments. I've got to get the grill, the emblem goes up here. I've got to order one of those. $150 just for this little emblem that goes up here. But anyhow, this is a 6-volt system. It's got the original generator on it, Delco Ramey generator. The carburetors were real simple on these. You can tear them apart. They don't have a gazillion jets in them. It's just a fantastic, just a simple setup. Everybody can work on these. And they have an adjustable seat on these models, etc. Anyhow, we're going to fire this dude up. We're going to take you for a ride on this. It's got a road speed of about 25 miles per hour, which makes it really good. But we'll do that after a bit. It's still got the emblem on the hood. I mean, on the steering wheel. This highway right now, it's early. The state highway. And there's a lot of traffic going by, so we're not going to get on the road right now on that. But we are going to show you, we use that old Farmall with the manual adjustment deck. I can lower that super low. See, we mow between these rows of these squash and pumpkins that I've got in here. This is a project that we put in for Sal. I'd like him to have about 500 pumpkins to sell at Halloween. We didn't get rain on this end. We got pumpkins on the other side of the house that we got in 3 weeks earlier, and we got rain. These ones we got them in, we had drought for like 6 weeks. And so we were hand watering these things twice a day, and it wasn't enough. They were staying alive, but they weren't growing. Well, last weekend we got 3 inches of rain, and they grew like crazy, but the ground was so dry it soaked it all up already. So we're back to watering. But we've got some little pumpkins and squash coming on these out here. And what I didn't want to plow this whole thing up because I might want grass next year. So we dug out holes and planted the seeds in the holes, and then we just mow this. There's no need to tear up, a whole field for this. But these ones on the high ground, they don't do squat. This high ground drains way worse than the lower ground. The lower ground gets the water, and they're 3 times bigger. But I think that we're going to be all right. We're going to push them with fertilizer and water. Sal keeps getting out of the way. He's hiding from the camera. He doesn't need to, but anyhow, this is just kind of a experiment of the way we did stuff. See, they're flowering. There'll be melons, or excuse me, pumpkins. Sal, where's that little dinky one we saw last night coming on? When I was mowing around, yeah, it's on that plant. Yep. Where's it at? Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Right there, there's a little baby pumpkin coming on. So I think as long as we can keep pushing these with water, and we finally drug a hose out here a long ways. Luckily we had about 3 sections. Sal dug one out of the weeds. And I've got to finish mowing around these today, and we're going to water them, and then we're going to show you the other tractor going down the road, how fast that sucker runs. And it mows quick. It mows a lot of ground real quick. So that was a good find. Up in the Northeast, those sell for about $4,500. And there's not a lot of them around. A lot of highway departments used to use those when they were yellow to mow alongside the highways. But anyhow, they're just an awesome little tractor. I'm going to shut this off for now and download this and to my YouTube, and then we'll come back after this road settles down a bit and take you along on a ride on that 140 or that International 140, because they really move along. Have a great day. God bless.